All right, well, over here on the right side of the map, we have our blue Terran player. He is Artist, and his opponent at the 12 o'clock position, up 1-0 in this best of 5, because we are going to play vast majority of best of 5s for this entire tournament.
Yep.
It is Liquid HerO. He is our red Protoss.
You know, it was kind of a surprise, of course, that HerO went for that 4-gate last game. Artist is definitely going to be scouting a little bit more thoroughly this time around. But, you know, I think everybody knows it's something that you generally don't see, you know, a whole lot of. But this is going to be the fun thing about this tournament, because when you are in a best of situation, you tend to see actually a little bit less standard play than you normally would. You see more of the strategies that you really only kind of bust out in a best of situation, you know? Something to kind of catch your opponent off guard, get a win, something like that. So we are going to see strategies in this tournament that we don't normally see. We're going to see a lot of stuff we didn't get to see in Team Arena Challenge. So
yeah,
lots to look forward to there.
I mean, even if a strategy causes a loss or something like that, this is a relatively short best of. It's only a best of 5, so you can only lose really a couple of games.
Yeah.
But, you know, even one that causes a loss is maybe not the worst thing in the world if it makes your opponent think, wow, okay, well, I can't play super greedy, or I can't do what I was planning to do, or I can't play my standard strategy. I have to completely react to what my opponent is doing, and HerO certainly has that mental advantage now.
Yeah, I mean, just to be able to show your opponent that you can, you know, do those things they're not expecting is a great little sort of, like you said, mental advantage early in this part of the game. So Artist has got to be worried a little bit now, you know, about what's going to come from Liquid HerO.
And HerO is not showing anything out of the ordinary quite yet. Looks like he is going to drop another. He's been loving these super hidden cybernetic scores or stuff at the back, or, you know, just unconventional places for his cybernetic score lately.
Yeah, it's been neat. I think this is something that we're going to see a lot more Protoss players start to explore more, is just kind of spreading out their buildings a little bit. We saw it happening for a while, but it seemed like players kind of stopped doing it after, you know, maybe a couple months or so last year. The big reason for that is that Terrans were getting really good at dropping and picking off important buildings and getting out of there without taking any damage in return. So there is kind of a pro and a con to this sort of thing. I mean, the pro being that your buildings are more spread out. It's less likely that your opponent is going to scout everything. The con being it's difficult to defend a base that's that spread out as well. So
yeah,
HerO, you know, I wouldn't call it a gamble, but it's something that if Artist decides to go into drop play on this map, which is common, it might be something he'll regret depending on where he puts the Cyber Core.
Oh, he's going to regret not being able to catch that probe, because the probe is going to see the barracks. At first could have been just a simple Reaper or something along those lines, but now it is a definitive 2 racks. And we'll see how HerO reacts to that. Concussive Shell is coming up as well. Artist getting a good scout of his opponent's base. Does see a second gas this time, so it's not going to be a quick 4-gate.
Yep, that's right. Or will it? You never know, man. I mean, it could just be a situation where you're just not going to use that gas.
No,
we see people trick each other out all the time with that, but you're probably right. That's probably not going to be a 4-gate.
Looks like he's waiting for a robo. Second gateway. He actually could have built that gateway a couple of seconds earlier with resources that he had available, but decided to wait until he actually got to 200, 100, of course, what it takes to build Robo before he put down that gateway.
Well, you know, it could have been I'm sure it was a response to the 2 racks. I mean, having that second gateway out will give him a little bit more to defend this with. Maybe not soon enough. We'll have to see, because, like you said, he was a little bit hesitant about putting it down. But yeah, with 1 sentry out there already, I think he's going to be absolutely fine against this. Oh, and Artist going for a Stargate. I think this is going to be a Void Ray all in.
All right, 2-gate Stargate now for HerO, and he's got to do a little bit of defending up at the front. He's got a couple of sentries, so Artist is going to need vision of the high ground here, and he hasn't forced a force field out. Nope. HerO playing very patiently so far, and he's actually going to have multiple. He's going to have multiple force fields ready off of just one of those sentries in a second.
Yeah.
HerO with that forward pylon now, though, that he's going to be very aggressive.
Yeah, you know, I'm surprised the 3rd gateway hasn't gone down for HerO with kind of how aggressive he's looking with this build. If he doesn't put down a 3rd gate and decides to kind of save up for Nexus, this is going to be, you know, a little bit less all-in-ish. But the fact is that it's still going to cause him to expand very, very late. If he doesn't, okay, he is going to do it right now, it looks like. So yeah, it will just be some pressure with the Void Ray and then expand shortly afterwards. A little bit delayed, but still before his opponent. As you can see, there's a factory going up now for Artist.
Right.
And where's the Nexus? Is he actually going to put one down?
No, I don't know if he is. Nope, that's a Robo.
Maybe not. Yeah, wow. Okay. All right.
Okay, well.
Strange.
Playing the player, not playing the game. Yes, you know, Artist is a player who can hit very, very strong one base plays.
Oh, no. Oh, that's not good for HerO. He really got caught out of position there.
Yeah.
But
he's going to...
Does get the sentry.
We're just wanting to step all over your words today. I'm sorry.
Sorry, I'm just distracted by this game. I mean, it's a very
crazy
bizarre game. It's very strange.
All right, well, Scouting Probe goes down, taking a look on Artist's side of things. He is trying to put up one base. Oh, wow. Well, the Void Ray's already inside of his base, but taking quite a bit of damage. It's going to have to make its way away. 3 kills now. Starport, like I said, is coming up. There's a stim to try and chase down the Void Ray, and it dies just barely.
All right, so it's going to be one base Marine Marauder Medevac for Artist here. He's adding on the Combat Shields upgrade right now. 2 more gateways on the way for Liquid HerO.
Oh, wow.
Is he going to turn this into a Warp Prism all-in possibly with this, or is he going to make more Void Rays? I would have to imagine. Okay, so it's just going to be Colossus. I don't think he's going to be getting Warp Prism speed with that.
Nope.
So one base Colossus potentially from HerO, but all bets are off at this point. I just give up. I'm just going to sit back and kind of watch.
It's a ridiculous couple of games we've already seen so far.
This looks like a game from like the beta. Both of these guys sitting on one base for so long.
It's funny, and the Stalker does go down. Artist is looking pretty strong so far, and with the Medevacs, he's going to have vision, and of course, there's so much cliff line that he can abuse with drops as well. Yeah,
this is actually what Artist is going for. Should hit before HerO is ready to defend it, if it is going to be Colossus tech, which it looks like it is going to be, just the amount of resources he has saved up.
Yeah, and he has a siege tank coming up now, so...
Oh, wow, he's adding tanks on now?
Yes, he is!
This is the weirdest thing ever. This is so strange. Colossus on the way now. Artist, will he go for a drop or something like that? Oh, he does take out
very nice
that Observer as well. He's got enough to push with this.
Yes.
But will he decide to do it? That's kind of the question. Again, I'm surprised he's adding tanks on behind this. I think he's actually going to miss a bit of a timing here, because if he would go like right now, well, look at HerO's base. Look at what he has. He has, well, 3 Stalkers. Check it out. Go left. And some Zealots and some Sentries. So that's an army that I think Artist could beat quite handily with what he has right now.
We do have a Colossus coming up right now. Yeah. And Artist is actually going to hit with 2 tanks in siege mode at the same time, though. So maybe that's the extra damage he needs to be able to push this home. Certainly, though, I don't see this game going to 2 bases for either player. I think we're going to have one big fight, and we're going to see who wins.
I think so. I think that's definitely how it's going to go here. Oh, and as soon as you said it, and as soon as I agreed to it, there's a Nexus. All right.
All right. Well, now HerO's just going to die. No.
All right. So HerO's just basically like, well, I'm safe now. I don't need to attack you. So I'm just going to expand and try to defend.
Okay.
Got Colossi. He doesn't have Thermal Lance, though. Oh, but the probe does see everything.
Without Thermal Lance, that makes this anti-tank defense significantly less scary. Artist is going to be able to... He has vision to the high ground now. He's picking away at a couple of pylons. Hey, you know what? The Nexus was canceled. My prediction still still holds true.
I'll let you get away with that one. That's
I'll allow it.
All right. So... the tanks not moving up. Artist actually deciding to pull back here, deciding he can't engage this force quite yet, and there are some Zealots trying to counterattack with that wall up. It's going to make sure that that doesn't do any damage at all.
Yeah, not going to happen.
Yeah.
All right. Well, stimming back a few units there so we can pick off the Zealots, and he does so very efficiently.
Oh, doesn't lose a Marine either. Here's the thing. Here's the problem for HerO is that he's producing all these very expensive units out of his robotics facility, but he doesn't really have any sort of good gateway backbone to back this up right now. He has a gateway army, but look at that. It's excuse me. It's fairly small. Apparently, like inhaled a fly or something. I don't know.
You gotta watch out for those.
Probably not a fly, maybe a piece of dust, but
yes.
A fly sounds much more dramatic.
Wow, you confused a piece of dust with a fly. That is one heck of a piece of dust, man. Wow.
It's a pretty large piece of dust. I'm sorry.
All right. Well, a couple of Vikings. He's actually going to attack with 4 Vikings, and that's maybe enough to drive back these Colossi. Thermal Lance is still not done. Going to finish up in 15 seconds. Will Artist be able to engage before that hits?
Oh, man, if he actually attacks this, I was going to say that's not something you want to do. Okay, on siege for Artist, you're probably at home. He's going to continue to move up. And there's the expansion again for Liquid HerO. So HerO still not giving up. He's like, I'm going to do something this game, and one of those things might be an expand. Oh, that Colossus taking some damage from the Vikings. You know what? There's not... Oh, that's going to be it, actually. Yeah, Artist just owning this army completely.
Yeah, he is. That's just going to be GG. My prediction will hold. We will not have gone to another base. There's the GG.
There's a base right there, man.
And game number 2. No, that does not count. Not finished.
What do you call that?
Not finished.
What is that building?
Not finished.
What is that
it's a warp-in of something. Undetermined until it finishes.
I think it's on the screen. It says Nexus.
Undetermined until it finishes.